Good evening, sir.
Morning, sir. I mean, good evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Sir, can you explain that the time period question one more time, sir? Wait, I'll tell the question again, sir, once.
Which one?
Good evening,
Second, sir,
sir.
1 second.
This one.
Good evening, sir.
No, not this one, sir, not this one.
Sir, I spotted a
Oh,
few mistakes in our
Sir, this one,
question
sir.
exam, sir.
A stone dropped from a balloon with height h reaches the ground after t seconds. That one, that question. Sixth one, first one.
Fifth one.
Sixth one, first one, sir.
Six. Okay. Okay. You want to talk about this question? Sixth first one. Where did we do that? Yeah, this one now.
This one, sir.
See, what was the case that we just dropped the ball? So when we just drop the ball, the initial velocity becomes 0. Okay, so h will be equals to half gt square. Case number 2 was that we dropped the we threw the ball upwards and then it fell like this.
Sir, wait. Which question are you telling, sir?
First, t is equals to root under t1 t2. This one, na?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The
Yes,
second case
Sir,
was that
they
the
put
ball
it-
was.
I just checked my answer sheet, sir. They've actually put I gave the correct answer. They put it as wrong.
Okay. We'll see to it. Okay, so Ritesh, see here. So one second case was there that ball was thrown upwards and it fell like this. So what happened? It covered a negative displacement. We considered the downward as positive now. So it covered a positive displacement of h. Its initial velocity was towards the negative side because we considered the upward as negative. So minus ut1, and the g acceleration due to gravity was like acting downwards. So it was plus half gt square. Okay. Third case was that the ball was directly thrown downwards. So initial velocity also downwards, so positive, displacement downwards positive, acceleration due to gravity downwards positive. So these three equations we formed. Understood till here? Yes or no? Just say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, what we did? We subtracted equation 2 and 3. So what we got? H and H got cancelled. We got minus u t1 plus t2, and then we got half g t1 square minus t2 square.
1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. Wait, 1 second, sir. 1 second.
Sir, and I also have one more doubt.
Yeah.
A small doubt, sir. So the question is the two simple pendulums A and B have equal lengths but different weight on their bob. So
50 gram and
they asked what's the ratio of the difference of the time periods, and then my answer was the ratio would be 1:1. This is because the time period of a simple pendulum does not depend on the mass of the bob. That is correct, right, sir?
Yeah.
So but then they
That
put
is
it as wrong, sir. They put it as wrong.
They put it wrong. Let me see the answer. Then let me check the answer.
So which question are you in?
I'm explaining
right.
6-1. Okay, Congo, just 1 minute. I'm explaining this question and then I'll check your answer. Okay. Yeah. So
Sure.
Nitish, see here. Then what
Yes,
we
sir.
did, we equated u t1 plus t2 is equals to half g t1 square minus t2 square. So instead of t1 square minus t2 square, I expanded it. We learned it, not a square minus b square is a minus b plus b. So
Yes, sir.
from there, t1 plus t2 got cancelled. So our u was g by 2 t1 minus t2. This is one equation, we got it. Okay. Then what we have to do, we substituted this value here or here. You can put it in any of these two equations. Any these two equations. Okay.
Yes.
So you will be getting this. See here, where we wrote that. Where we did that.
Which one?
Hmm.
So
Where did
can
that
you go to
slide
the
go?
previous slide? Can you go to the previous slide? Yeah, this one. So it will basically become h is equal to g by into t1 minus t2 plus 1 by 2 gt square g t2 square. Yes, right?
No.
So but
See
when
here,
you
this last
substitute,
step. This last step. See here. U t1 plus t2 is equals to half g t1 minus t2, t1 minus t2, and then t1 plus t2. So this t1 plus t2 gets cancelled. So u remains here, and then g by 2, t1 minus t2 is here. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then what do you have to do? See, then you have to put this value of u in any of these two equations. So h becomes g by 2 t1 minus t2
Into
times
T1
t2
minus T2.
plus half
Plus-
g t2 square. Agree?
yes,
Yes,
so
sir.
that's what I said.
This will be now you multiply t2 inside and you multiply g by 2 inside, so it becomes g by 2 t1 into t2 minus g by
Yes,
2
sir.
t2 square plus
What
g
did you
by 2
multiply?
t2
What did you
square.
multiply?
T
I
by 2
multiplied this t2
to the
inside
T1 minus.
and then g by 2 inside.
Okay.
So this gets cancelled. You get h is equals to g by 2 t1 times t2, and then
Sure.
we have one more equation, h is equals to half gt square. So when you equate these two, so this, what will happen then?
G by 2 T1 minus
T
T2
square
is equal
T
to
square is equal
1
to
by
T1 into T2.
So when you equate these two, you'll get t square is equals to t1 into t2, and from there t will be equals to root under t1 t2. That was the
Yes, sir.
answer,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes,
Nitish?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Now
now
understood.
okay, your doubt.
Sir, yes, sir. It's not a doubt, but the question is two pendulums have weight of 50 grams. Yes, sir. That's the question.
Which
What's
question
the
was that?
ratio of their time period? Sir,
Which question was that?
it was 1 second, sir. Sir, 4-2, sir.
The answer says that the ratio of the time period will remain same since the time period does not depend on the weight of the bob. So it should be correct. Your answer was the same now.
Yes, sir. So, yes, sir. My answer is
Why
the
can't this
ratio would
matrix
be
of-
1 is. The ratio would be 1:1. This is because the time period of a simple pendulum does not depend on the mass of the bob. That's my answer, and then they put it as wrong,
Consider
sir.
it to be correct. Consider it to be correct. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Any more doubt in any
Yeah.
of the questions, or shall we move on to the next chapter?
Yeah.
Sir,
we
and
didn't
also
finish
the least count of vernier caliper. I put the answer as the least count of a vernier caliper is 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. This is the smallest measurement that can be defined accurately with the instrument.
That's what I also
Is that
put.
not correct? Is that not
One,
correct?
which one? Question number? Question
Which
number?
question is that?
Least
1
count.
second,
Oh,
sir.
the question number is
432, sir.
what?
4-3.
Oh,
Define the term least count to vernier calipers.
Yes, sir. I
In
put
terms
the
of
answer
vernier
as
calipers, what is least count? What did you say?
the least count of the vernier caliper is 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. This is the smallest measurement that can be defined accurately with the instrument.
Sir, but I wrote only one vernier scale equals one main scale division minus one vernier scale division. I stopped at that.
Yeah,
Sir, that's
right.
what I wrote, sir.
Both the
I
answers-
just gave
both
some
the
extra
answers are
definition.
correct. Both the
Yes,
answers are
I wrote that thing.
Even I wrote
Yes,
the
sir,
same
but then they
thing.
put it as wrong,
No problem.
sir.
Don't
I didn't get
consider
my
it.
question
Somebody,
paper
I
yet.
don't know who has checked the paper. Mistakes can happen from any one of you. Are you guys
Yes,
without
sir.
mistakes?
Sir,
Don't you
no,
guys make
no,
mistakes?
sir. No, sir, I'm just telling,
But do now.
asking you.
I don't
Yes,
know.
sir.
No problem.
Sir,
Leave these things.
and
Ignore these
also
things.
one more thing, sir. Vernier scale definition, sir. What was given?
Vernier scale.
431, sir. 431.
Go on.
Like,
Sir, I gave it. I don't think it's correct. I gave it as vernier scale. It's the scale used to measure the thickness of an object.
No.
no.
See,
So I
vernier scale
wrote
and
it
main
as
scale, you have to distinguish between them and then you have to write.
So which one?
So
Oh,
which
okay,
one?
sir.
what should we do? What should we do?
3-2, 4-3-2.
Yes, sir.
431, sir.
Sorry, 4-3-1, 4-3-1.
431.
So 431, we should I just wrote that vernier caliper as a tool to measure
vernier
the
Vernier
Scale,
caliper is
vernier
not there.
caliper.
It's not vernier caliper. Read it carefully. It's vernier scale.
Vernier
In vernier
scale.
caliper, we have two scales. It's vernier scale and the main scale. Sorry, main scale and the vernier scale. So you have to define that vernier scale. That is the movable scale. So that can take up the readings till 0.01. That is centimeter.
Sir, what is the
It is
answer
a
for
movable scale.
12-2, sir?
Answer should be like it is a movable scale on the main scale. Sorry, vernier scale is a movable scale on the main scale which can read up to 0.01 centimeter. This was correct.
Yes, sir. And also, what's the answer for 12-1? Second one, sir.
12th.
Yes, sir. 12-2.
12th. 12-2. What's your answer?
43,200 meters.
Wrong answer.
Oh, sir.
Anyone else? I solved this question.
Sir, I
12th,
don't
second part.
remember what I did, sir.
No, what? What was
How
Komal's
did I
answer?
get my answer?
43,200 meter. So, what's the answer?
Wait,
me
wait,
hear
wait,
from
don't tell the
someone.
answer. Sir, I like the formula we have to use is V.
No, not formula. Did you
It's
answer
not
that
even
question in
formula.
the exam? Did you answer that question in the exam or not?
Yeah, I remember
sir.
answering this, sir, but I just don't know like how I did or what I did, sir.
You
I
guys
don't.
are
I
telling
can't
that
get
you
my
did
answer sheet.
something and you don't know how to do that.
Sir, I don't have my answer sheet, sir.
No,
Like
no,
I don't know how
not considerable. These things are not considerable.
to get it.
How can you say that you know something, you did something, and now you don't know?
I'll
See
try
here,
to
I'm
remember
solving the
it, sir.
question.
Once.
A train accelerates uniformly from. So from means what? Initial velocity is given 36 kilometer per hour. Final velocity is given 72 kilometer per hour. Time is given. You should write like this. Then you'll be able to figure out which formula is to be used. If you don't write like this, if you don't simplify the question is there to confuse you. Every question is there
Sir,
to
I got
confuse
the
you.
answer, sir.
What is the
Now
answer?
I got the answer, sir. Sir, I used the formula V plus V is equal
Answer.
to
Just tell me the answer.
plus 80. Oh, the answer is 300 meters, sir.
So why did you not solve in exam?
Even I have
couldn't
300
think.
300 meters is
So
there.
fast,
See
I
here.
couldn't
The
think.
final velocity is given, initial velocity is given, time is given, and they're asking about the final distance traveled. So distance traveled, they're asking about the distance traveled. Which formula relates you with the initial velocity, final velocity, and the distance?
V is equal to U plus 80.
You use this. V square is equals to U square plus 2AS.
V square equals to U
For-
square.
Sir, but
plus
how
2AS.
do
That's
you
formula.
use this, sir?
Okay.
There is no
Again, you
time
need
needed, sir.
Yeah, but you need A here. And A, you can directly get it from here. V final minus V initial by T. That's why time was given.
So what about the distance, sir? Oh, we have to find it out.
This is the
Okay.
distance.
Okay.
Understood?
Sir.
Any doubt
Yes,
in any
sir.
of the question? Or we'll be starting a very interesting topic today.
Sir. But in the train question, the train accelerates
1 minute.
uniformly.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'm coming in 1 minute.
Yes.
or 12 to
Yeah, for
whatever.
every
Wha-
like the numerical one, I just wrote the answer and my things. I didn't write how I wrote it, sir. My question. Oh, you can't see it.
He's not even listening, okay? Hey, so many mistakes, Ra.
Yeah, like
Hey, Congo whale.
I'm
Yeah,
happy because in school they won't ask like this. This is like a really good practice.
yeah, fair enough. My mom called me.
Yeah, I only called. Actually, I called and then my mom wanted to speak.
Oh, gay boss.
Hey, next chapter they're teaching this like in school. Next
Hey,
chapter.
where did you get your physics textbook, da?
Studiestoday.com.
Studies today. Okay, I'll
Oh, the physics
All
textbook
books are there. Ra.
studies today, what?
I know. I
Yeah,
have my what is this? I have my
except for like
biology. I just don't have my physics and maths. Is there
except
maths?
for English, everything's there. Maths also there.
English
Maths
you already
also
Then
have
what
it.
did you all? Then what did you all use to like?
Yeah. What was the question?
Yes, sir. So it's the same question. A train accelerates uniformly from 36 kilometers per hour to 72 kilometers per hour in 20 seconds. So, sir,
Hmm.
so I just didn't do all the formulas, but I just drew the graph and I showed that slope and the time and I calculated the area, sir.
You showed the graph.
Yes, I
Can
showed it
you
in graph.
show that graph through your camera?
I'll have to draw it again. Give me some time, sir.
What? Why you?
Draw it.
They
I have to
have
show
like the
that.
answer sheet, right? You have your answer
Huh?
sheet, right?
I don't
You have your answer
No,
sheet.
I don't have
there.
my me and
I wrote
Sankar
it there.
Which question is this?
don't have
No,
our
which
answer.
question
They
was he talking
didn't
about?
send it to you guys.
They didn't
Which
send
question?
it.
No, we wrote it off online. I mean, off.
Yeah, they didn't send you the answer sheet, or like in image.
No, they didn't.
No, you have to go take it.
Like you
I mean,
remember
get it.
now what you made?
So I remember that's why I just have to write.
So I just wrote the
Give me
answer
some
for
time.
I
every
don't understand.
side, sir.
What question is he talking about?
12th second, Ra.
You can continue with the chapter, sir.
Okay. So today we'll be starting a very important and very interesting chapter of physics that relates too much with our near about surroundings, and then
Sir, it's Selena,
will be
right?
huh?
Yeah, we are
Is it
6 now.
Selena. Okay, sir. Nothing, sir. You can continue. The book, sir. The book.
Find me.
Send us. So I have to send it to you.
No.
So
I
he's
have a
asking.
syllabus.
He's asking
I
you
teach.
what book you're using.
What book do I follow?
Yes.
So Selena or
I generally follow Selena, and then one more publication is there, na? That
so what are you using right now, sir? Teach us, Selena, right?
I don't use any book right now. I just see my notes and then teach you.
Oh, okay.
I just see the topics and teach you. See it.
Okay.
Laws of motion. This will be starting today.
Oh, very important.
Laws of motion.
Yes, sir.
There's only 3,
So
right?
basically,
Sir?
what happened? Earlier chapters we were more related with the type of motion and kind of motion, and then we were not knowing the cause of motion, isn't it? Earlier we were not
Yes, sir.
concerned with the cause of motion, why that motion was happening. Now we will be concerned with why the motions are happening. Like if the body, earlier we used to study the like just this motion we used to study, but without knowing the cause. Like we used to say that the car is traveling with certain speed or certain acceleration for certain times, covered certain distance, but why this covered like why this had this velocity, how it gained this acceleration, that we'll be studying here. Okay, so that is called, there's a term called force. The first term, what is force?
So force is set to
Push
see it. Any object is
or
set.
pull
Oh, that's motion. Okay, nothing, sir.
on the body
Push or pull on the body. Yeah.
is force.
Sir, that's what?
Okay, this is the simplest definition. Any push or pull on the body is force. A force can apply two effects only, either push or pull. If you are applying force on any body, so you are doing only two things, one of these two things. Okay, so either you are pushing that body or you are pulling that body, isn't it? Can you do anything else?
Or change the state of rest or motion of the body.
Like no, that is something else. Like if
Oh.
you are changing the state of motion, again you're doing what? Like if this ball is at rest and you hit it, so you pushed it now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This
So
push
sorry,
and pull
sir.
has got different
Can
effects.
you
This is the
explain
effect of
again?
it. Pardon?
Sir, can you explain again? I didn't hear.
Any push or pull on any body is force. Okay, with force you can apply only two effects, that is either push or pull, and force is the cause of motion of the object. Okay, force has several effects. Force
The
has several
lesson name
effects.
is force or motion.
For
The lesson name is force or motion.
no, it's lesson name is loss of motion.
Laws of motion. Okay, so force has got different effects. Like when we apply force on any body, so different effects are produced. Either it like comes to stop, or it starts its motion, or it changes its direction. There are different effects of force, isn't it? Like if any ball is kept, as we do that, if any ball is kept and we hit it, we are applying force, so ball starts moving, right? This is one effect of force. Another thing, if ball is initially moving with some velocity and we like pushed it against its motion, we provided a blockage or something like that, so we pushed it against its motion, so that means we stopped it. So this is another kind of force. Okay, then what we can do, if ball is coming in this direction and then we applied force in this direction, the ball started moving in this direction. So change of direction, force can change the direction of a moving object, isn't it? These three things we can do with the force. Okay, so we'll be
What
seeing
was
the
the
effects
second
of
one?
force.
What was the
Pardon?
second one you told?
Sir, so
What?
force. So force causes motion.
Force causes motion. That's what force can create motion. Force can stop a moving body. Force can change the direction of a moving body. Agree till
So
here?
the simple definition of force is like this: any push or pull.
Yeah, any push or pull on any body is force. So effects of force. So first thing what it can do, it can change. It can change state of rest or of motion. State of rest or of motion of the body. Okay. Second, it can do, it can change the shape or size of the body.
So sorry,
Yes.
sir. My internet went out, sir.
Went where out?
So what is the simplest explanation for the actual explanation of force? The one I can use,
Well,
like the a definition that I can actually use, like tell or something like.
force is this only. This is the scientific
Yes,
definition.
any push or pull of the body is force.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
can use
what
this.
have you written on the
Physics is not always complicated. Okay, sometimes easy.
What have you written on the first point? It can change the state of rest or of motion.
Yeah, actually, according to me, biology is the most sophisticated subject, sir.
According to me, it's computer science. But you guys are lucky you don't have it.
You know, computer science is the easiest language. When you're doing,
You
actually,
understand nothing about it in ninth grade, Ra.
Okay, it's physics period. Shush. No, it's physics. Shh.
Okay, we'll talk later.
These are three general effects of force that we can see in nature. Write it down, then we'll do further.
What have you written on the first point? It can change state of
Can
rest or
change the
motion.
state of rest or of motion of the body. So either it can create a motion in a body or it can bring it to rest. A moving body, it can bring it to rest.
Actually, my cousin who's finished her degree, her UG right now, she said that computer science is the easiest language for 12th and BTech, sir.
Even biologists say biology is so simple.
I don't like computer science. It's
So
not
actually,
like-
the thing is, in BTech, when you like you don't have to actually learn everything that is there. My cousin said that BTech, everything they do is just useless, and they don't see most of the BTech while getting a job. If you like, they see only the marks. They don't see all the stuff you did, all the things you did while doing that BTech. So
This thing is not there. You have to
If
work
you
a
go
lot
to
if you
a
want a good
stricter
job,
school
if you
or a
want
more
crores and crores of package in a good college. If you're studying in a good college, first you have to crack JEE from good rank, then you'll get a good college, and then after getting a
sir,
good government college, then
she means that in BTech they'll teach a set of computer science, right, sir? You do what she was saying is that you don't have to like know all that at the entire time. Computer science is a very easy language. If you learn it like 2 months before the
very
exams, you
useful in
can
our
easily get
world,
it.
Ra.
Huh?
Like all the
if
companies
you
are
just want
like the most
passing
famous
marks,
like
if you just want
IT
passing marks, if you just want passing marks, then if you study just a night before the exam, it's enough. But if you want to top
So that-
something or you want to get good placement, if you want to crores and crores of package, you have to work a
Sankalp
lot.
sister will be like Sankalp only. We can't expect something.
my
To
cousin
work a
sister.
lot.
So these guys chose arts, sir. It's easy for them, sir.
Art is
All
hard.
three of them chose arts, sir.
See, if I
Yes, sir.
like physics, I'll be finding it easy. If I don't like something, I'll be finding it hard. That is another way. That is relative.
No, sir.
Written
Like
till here?
everyone I met, they said that like, everyone who finished that 12th said that it is tougher to do economics and biology, but it is easy to do computer science, sir.
Because most people pick computer science as their
My class 12,
No, because
my
Sankalp
subject
sir is
is
economics
physics,
teacher.
physics, chemistry,
wide apart
maths, biology, English.
computer science.
These 5 subjects I did in class 12th, and I got 96.6.
Yes, sir.
Somebody
what about
says that
second
this is
language,
the toughest
sir?
combination.
There's no
Somebody
second
says
language
that
in
this is
12th
So you
and
studied
11th
in
combination.
ICSE?
Hey, ICSE
studied in
only, there is
ICSE?
no second language.
No, I studied in CBSE, and someone
Yeah,
says
that's
that
it,
many
not a
people
second
says that
language.
this is the toughest combination, but I find this is easiest.
So you
So
Sir,
it is
actually,
you
relative.
don't have a second language?
Biology, maths,
Actually, all
physics,
my
chemistry, or
cousins and
something.
all my cousins and all my friends of my cousins say that choosing computer science is the best, sir.
That's what I'm also saying.
Hey,
Find
you
it
don't even
easy.
speak about studies to your friends, okay? Don't chumma lie.
Oh,
You don't even speak about studies to us.
If
Yes,
they are
yes,
if they are if they're in ITs or in ITs, they may be finding it easy. They are good minds.
that's what I'm saying. So my sister also chose computer science only, sir. She picked arts.
They're in
She said it
ITs
was
and
the
NITs,
most
they are good
difficult one,
minds.
sir.
Written till here,
No, sir, almost finished.
Yes, sir.
you need
So
you
I
need to
finished,
get a good rank to get in NITs or IITs. Then only you get computer science. You should work for it if you want to do engineering. Below this, you should not take any college.
So my sister took engineering, sir.
Sir, I am sure Tarun is gonna choose humanities in 11th, sir.
Oh, what? You're making
Why?
just just making fun of people. There.
Writing, please write it fast. You need to proceed further.
Will pick computer science. He wanted to pick computer science.
Does not even have
He'll
it.
pick
He had the
chemistry.
chance
He
to
got
pick
six.
computer science, but picked arts.
We move
He'll pick
further.
chemistry.
What?
I
One
also
second,
picked
sir. I'm
chemistry,
almost
sir.
done.
Chemistry is so fun.
Sir, I'm done,
Sir,
sir.
I'm
I'm done,
I got
sir.
finished, sir.
60 out of 80.
I'm done, sir.
1 second, sir.
Yes, write more.
Yes, sir.
After doing this tough thing, after going to school, it's going to be pretty much like child's play, sir.
Sir, so
Not
this
even gonna
learning
trick our
will-
brains, sir.
what?
Like it's gonna be so
Sir,
easy
in
after we go to
physics,
school.
basically we have finished our term 1 syllabus, sir.
Good.
We finished 2 topics,
Done?
sir.
Shall we move further? Written, everyone?
There's a third topic there. We can finish this before school starts.
Only 1 week till school starts.
Yeah, we have 4
Yeah, moving
classes in
further.
1 week, so we can finish.
Yeah,
Sir, can you
Okay,
go to
sir.
the previous slide for 1 second?
write it
So I
fast.
wrote everything, sir.
Sir, did
Done,
you
sir.
show? Sir, did you show?
Sir, so if they ask the depth,
Second point which
Nothing.
you wrote.
Wait, Tarun is asking something.
yes, sir.
Sir, did you show any image based on the second point which you wrote? It can change the shape and size.
Just it, no image is there particularly for this. It's understood that if you apply force, you can tear a paper, so its shape changes, its size changes, so that is easy.
Shape.
So on applying
no,
force,
wait.
you can change the shape and size of any object.
So it's number 1 motion, second size, third direction.
Sir, and can we tell that punching a balloon filled of water?
Kind of,
I-
yeah, you
you know,
provide air pressure is there. Air
Making
pressure is there.
chapati.
Ah.
Yeah, that is also there. Size is changing.
Tarun
Sir, I
growing. Oh, that doesn't
Oh.
happen.
His
Very
brain
slow
growing.
change, huh? Sir, we can go to the next
wait.
one, sir. I think everyone done, sir.
Oh wait, Tarun brains
Turn
are
off
like contracts.
Not turn off my
So see here,
background.
as Nitish was asking a definition, so
What?
I got a definition like this. A
Okay.
Of
force
course.
is of physical cause force is a physical cause which changes. I am writing this definition in terms of the effects,
Oh, okay.
which changes or tends to change. That means it's not necessary that whenever you apply force, something changes. You cannot push the
Like
wall
moving a
because
wall.
you apply the force. It tends to change
Sir, our muscles develop, sir, if you keep on doing that.
either the size
You can't move a wall, duh.
Hey, but sir, muscles develop. It's like
or the
exercise.
shape.
We apply force.
You have to do exercise.
Like nothing.
Or the shape.
Yeah, push it. They push
Change
the wall for
either the
exercises.
size or the shape of the. Or change the
Rest.
shape.
Or of motion. So I'm writing this
I
definition in terms of the
doubt,
effects.
So it's
Okay.
not in this chapter, but it is in the first chapter.
So
So
this
so
is
you
much more appropriate.
so you said mass is a fundamental quantity, right, sir?
Yes. Fundamental. Yes,
Sir?
duh.
Yeah, it's a fundamental point.
Sir, but let's say weight is equal to mass into gravity. We can turn it into mass is equal to weight by gravity, right? So it is going to be a derived thing.
It's a different thing. You have not studied. Two exclusive quantities becomes inclusive. So that you have not studied. Don't focus there.
My God. Sankalp off the box. Thinker. Out of the box thinker.
Yeah,
Sir,
I think
that's
out of the box.
a separate chapter, sir. Whatever Sankalp talked about. Okay, he muted.
Sir, you're muted, sir.
Hey, it's for a purpose.
Even somebody's AFK.
Hey, you went out today, Ada Sankalp?
Yes, I did that.
Okay.
Went to Marina Mall, saw
Marina Mall was
Ashwant.
so bad. I thought it was good. After I going to Ashwant's birthday, it was so boring.
It's better than
Ah,
VR Mall.
that's it. Bad.
It's not better than Phoenix Mall though. Phoenix Mall is like OG.
Nothing's better than
Hey, we
physics
won
class in learning room.
2,000 tickets in that. You know this thing, right? That where you push and the
Yeah,
thing
that thing.
will
Yeah,
roll,
that
no?
thing you push. Yeah, that's the thing.
Hey,
yeah.
there is something called a monster jackpot, but it's a small line, right? If you cross a little bit, it'll go 4
are you
tickets,
talking?
one ticket like
What
that.
are you
Totally. I totally know
Okay,
it.
okay,
Everyone,
okay.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Now we'll be seeing forces are of two kinds. Forces are of two
Famous,
kinds.
don't know.
One is contact force,
The pull force. Okay, sorry.
non-contact force.
Why do you laugh? Who laughed?
Here, focus here. Contact force and non-contact force. Contact force means what? Like if you are applying the force, then you are touching something. You apply the force, you transfer the force by touching it. And non-contact, you are just applying the force, and you're
By
You're
without
blowing
touching,
it.
You're not
Cotton.
Ooh,
okay. It's magic.
blow
Yes.
blows
Yeah,
uncle's
so-
weightless brain.
Wind.
Yeah,
Wind.
so
Like
if I
if you want to push this object from here to here, I can push it by two ways: without touching also and by touching also. See how can I do it?
So it's thread.
This is-
So
Bleed
for
wants
push
to go there.
contact force, use our hand. Non-contact force, if it's light, blow it. If it's not light, I don't know.
If I
I don't know.
push it
Sure,
by my hand,
Telekinesis.
if I push it by my hand, see here. If I push it by my
Yes, sir.
hand, and then it slides from here to here, so it will be contact force. Non-contact
Yes.
force. Let us say this is a metal block.
Okay, I can't blow it.
So what will I do? I'll keep a magnet here,
Smart.
and then it will itself get attracted.
It's a metal, so it's not stainless.
This is not non-contact force.
So what
Understood,
about pulling it with the threads? Or is it still contact force?
It's
I mean, like it's
contact force
touching, right?
because you
You're
are
not
applying
touching the
a
metal
force on.
box, right?
You are applying the force here. So this is a
Yes,
contact,
sir.
and this is applying the force here. Again, the here is also a contact. So this is
It's
a
like
contact.
Newton's
Oh.
cradle force gets transmitted.
Okay.
Now, what if
So
I
there should
have
be
a
nothing in the
metal
middle.
bar? What if I have a metal bar on the treadmill and I on the treadmill? It comes
There's
Treadmill,
nothing in the middle.
Yeah.
That's
It's
Hey.
touching the treadmill.
Hey, it's not touched. It's not touching anything other than the floor. Okay.
it's
If I have what he asked,
if you keep that metal bar on the treadmill and on the treadmill, it comes back to me. That is it contact or not contact?
It's contact.
could
You're
not hear
owning
that. I
the
could not hear
treadmill,
that.
right?
So he's saying like
How
if
is
we
that
like these
contact?
parcel factories
You're contacting
where
with
like
the
they run the parcels on a huge treadmill, like
Can you keep the
conveyor
magnet
belt,
near?
Conveyor belt, yeah,
conveyor belts.
conveyor
Sir.
belt.
You're owning the
Hmm.
conveyor belt, right? With the switch. That switch
So
is
so this
touching the
conveyor
Okay.
belt is moving now. This conveyor belt is moving now. And what's
applying
happening
force.
here? If you're keeping this object here, so there is a motor here. Motor is applying the force on the belt, and that is rotating.
So the
It is
motor is
holding
The
our
the
hand
force
belt
is
in
from
applied
here.
on the belt, my friend.
Yeah, and this force is being transferred to this object through the conveyor belt. So there's contact here, there's contact here.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, then gravitational pull is also non-contact force.
Non-contact,
unless it touches the ground. Before it touches the ground.
it's non-contact force.
So how's okay? Yeah. Okay.
Done,
Then
everyone?
me raising my fist into the air, is it a contact or a non-contact?
Yeah, it's a contact
not.
force.
You're moving air.
Yeah, I'm moving
That's the only thing you can do.
Where you're between which two bodies you're talking, that it depends on that. Okay, we'll see contact force. What is contact force first? A force which are applied on bodies
With contact.
contact force.
Yes.
Write
Sir.
this down.
Yeah, I finished, sir.
Sir,
So I'm writing.
Everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
yes, sir.
1 second.
1 second.
Yes.
Write it fast.
Okay, how long will it take? Sir? Everyone finish, sir.
You're in the last line.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
See
sir.
here. First of this kind is frictional force.
Contact
Frictional
force.
force. Yeah, contact force. It's a frictional force. Okay.
Frictional force?
Sir, is one type of contact force is frictional force or contact force
Yes.
is frictional?
A kind
Force,
of contact force is
contact force.
when a body starts sliding
So it's like
over
treadmill,
another body.
sir.
Huh?
Yeah, it
It's
is
like the
conveyor
contact
treadmill
force.
what Tarun talked about, sir. The friction in the
Yeah,
thread,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
treadmill
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, yeah.
moving
Conveyor.
the block.
Conveyor.
Over a rough
Conveyor,
surface.
whatever.
Nitish, there are some fancy names for some fancy things there.
It's
So
not
it's like
fancy.
You
there.
You don't call everything that rolls on something a treadmill there.
Focus here,
I'm
focus
talking
here.
about what Tarun said, Ra.
But yeah, like
Shush, shush, shush.
So what other thing?
Force starts acting on it in opposite direction. It's termed as frictional force. So for example, let us say this. There's a table. On table we have kept a block. Okay.
Yeah, moving the table.
Then what we'll do?
No,
So
wait.
fast.
We'll
So
magnify
if
this.
we tilt the table, sir, tilt one side of the table.
No, this
That's
is
still applying
one
force,
part
sir.
of the table. We are just seeing a cross section of it.
They
Why
are
you
just
get so
thinking of
excited?
complicated ways to push the block there.
Hand should not touch it. It's full of germs.
Hey, it's contact force. Ra.
Contact force there.
Yeah, it's touching the table. No, that's enough for a contact force.
But why do you have to lift a table to take a spoon there?
To pull the drawer to take the spoon. Okay, sir.
Why do you have to lift it there?
This
It's
conversation
liftable,
is
you have to
funnier than
lift
his
it. It's
uncle's
meant to
jokes.
be.
Now see here, see here.
Yes, sir.
Frictional force is what, like whenever you like push or pull anything over any rough surface, so you get friction. Friction is very much important in our life. It is said to be necessary evil. Okay, friction is
Or you'll
termed as
tip and fall,
necessary
sir.
evil. It is necessary also, and it is evil also. It is due to friction that is because we walk, we can walk, or it is due to friction because which we can like
Imagine a
bicycle, we can take
floor
a
filled with
bicycle.
soap water.
Yeah.
It'll be like
What happens
poor
there?
and-
What happens there? See here. You must have observed this. Let us say this is our leg. Okay, let us say this is our leg.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Say
you're
this
drawing
is our
some squeak.
okay. So what happens there? What
The friction
am
is
I audible
holding
to
our
everyone?
legs to the ground.
No,
So
no,
we
no.
don't slide and fall.
See, we generally while walking, what we do, we push the ground backwards like this.
Yes,
We
sir. How
push
we
the
run
ground
also.
backwards like this. Okay. Or when you push
Yes,
the
sir.
ground backwards, you push by two ways. You push it backwards and you push it downwards. You push it backwards and you push it downwards. So
Who
why
has
do you
their
move
Discord
forward?
open? There's someone is. Okay, so you can continue.
What is Discord?
Okay. Now
Something
you.
happened or
Okay,
what?
so you can continue.
Focus
you-
here, otherwise you won't be able to learn anything.
Is nobody's
That's
video
how
on?
it's
Really
really-
irritating, sir.
Sir.
Why not like switching on your videos?
Just a 1 second, sir. The people in my room.
Nobody
after
has
they
the
go
video
and,
on. So bad.
Bro, you're the only guy who does video on there.
I have it
No.
on.
Here.
Sir,
What
you can
do, you
continue,
push
sir.
it backwards. You push it backwards and you push it downwards. You push the ground backwards and you push the ground downwards. The force with which you apply the ground backwards.
Where's that sound coming from?
I don't know.
See here.
Excuse me.
In opposition to this, you get a frictional force in the forward direction. And due to this frictional force, you move in the forward direction. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Like you must have observed this when you're standing. Have you ever been to skating? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have been to skating class.
I went to skating for
So
3 years.
you must have thrown something backward. You must have like applied a force backwards in order to move forward, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You must have moved your legs backward like this. Must have moved
Yes,
your
sir.
leg backward, isn't it? Then you would have moved forward. Have you done this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like same thing. If you are standing on an ice, standing in the middle of an ice lake, okay, and you have
Sir,
to
we can
move
never
forward.
figure it out because
What
we
will
have
you
never
do?
did it.
What
We'll
will you
slip.
do?
Sir, you'll actually float. Like I never stepped into
Float,
it, but I never
What will you
stepped
do
into
now?
it, sir, but it
You
will
will open
glide
your
so much.
t-shirt and you'll throw it backwards.
Yes, sir.
What will happen?
What?
Sir, we'll
Yeah.
slip and
If you
fall and
throw
break our
something
head.
backwards, if you throw something backwards, it's like it's Newton has said that the action is equal to opposite of reaction. So what will
Yes,
happen?
sir.
A reaction force will generate on yourself in the opposite direction, and then you start.
Instant karma.
Understood?
Yes,
The same thing
uncle.
happens here. If you're applying a force backwards, the friction on the ground will apply the force in the forward direction, and friction has a tendency to oppose everything.
Sir, I have a
Like
doubt.
Sankalp has a tendency to laugh at everything. Friction has the same tendency to oppose everything.
Sir,
Sankalp.
Sir?
Sir, I have a
Yeah.
doubt. Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So like a rocket is moving like in the space, it's like going up. So like when it's inside the Earth's atmosphere, so like does air have friction?
Yeah, air also provides friction.
there
You
is
generally
never.
you
Wait.
move your hand in a very faster manner. You'll feel
You can't
air
do it.
on your edges. You'll feel
So
air
So
on
you
your
Yeah,
edges.
can't
yeah,
run
pushing you
with
backwards.
So you can't run with the umbrella in your hands, sir. It will pull you back. Sir.
Exactly. That is different thing. That is different thing. Okay.
Okay.
Now see here.
So
This
what
is why
about
friction
vacuum,
works.
sir?
Vacuum is
Does
something like no
vacuum have
pressure is
any
there.
friction?
No. Vacuum has
Vacuum
no,
has
no air.
nothing. It's like you don't even have to
But
ask.
they,
Yeah,
but we
nothing.
always
Absolutely
hear
nothing.
that friction is never zero, sir.
Know one thing, astronauts in space, when they go for spacewalk out of their
Yes.
rockets, they have a small rocket and like in what do we say that a rocket kind of thing or some ejector kind of thing on their backsuit also,
Sir.
so that they can move accordingly. In the backsuit they have small rocket, which propulsion rocket
Jetpack.
like a kind of jetpacks. Yeah, exactly.
Sir, can you
So
see
they-
my video?
No.
No, you're not visible.
It's because it's off there.
Okay.
Wait, I also on my video.
Wait, no, it's actually
What
on.
happens then? When they have to move, they provide the jetpack. Jetpacks pushes it downwards and then they move upwards. If jetpack will not be working, they cannot move anywhere. They'll be still at that point. Still. And if
Then
you
why
just
do they still
touch
have
them,
the jetpack, sir?
if you touch them a little, if something is still in the space, and if you just touch them little force, it will keep on moving to infinite distance. You cannot stop them after it. What happens on the earth? If you swirl a ball,
Oh.
the ball stops after some distance because of
Sounds
friction. Because
scary.
what's
I'm
happening?
not becoming an astronaut.
So in
What's happening
vacuum,
there?
friction is 0.
Yeah. What's happening there? Ball is moving in this direction. If ball is moving in this way, friction will be in opposite direction. Always friction will be opposite. So what happens? Slowly, friction reduces the force on the ball and then it stops. But in the space, no friction is there, so it
If you're
won't
in
stop
space,
anywhere.
even if a mosquito sits on you, you'll be moving forever.
Yeah.
But
What
that
is there
means
in the actual
whole
friction? See here.
childhood was a lie.
This object, if we put a force on this object from the left side, it will move on to the right side for some time and then it will stop. Why it will stop? Let us see in the macro
Because
size
of friction.
discussion. What is friction actually? See, every particle or any body is not perfectly smooth like this. Particles have rough surfaces. Okay, they have rough surfaces. Rough surfaces means they are at the edge, microscopic level, they are something like this. So there is interlocking, and due to this interlocking,
Atoms don't
it is
touch each
difficult
other.
to move.
It's like a
Due to this
sandpaper. Sir.
interlocking, and this interlocking creates friction. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Repeat, could you repeat? My net was bad.
You are talking by yourself. See, this
Yeah.
interlocking creates friction. Then at microscopic level, the surfaces are not smooth and they are rough like this, and they gets interlocked in the rough surface of the surface on which it is kept.
For some, it's not visible to the naked eye.
Okay, yeah. Oral way, it is not. That's why the glasses are quite smooth. So that's why it is quite difficult to walk on glasses. Another thing, what happens? See, if this is a rough surface, the floor, and when you let me try it in a better way. This is the rough surface of the floor, okay? And when you pour water on it, then what happens? The water fills these vacant places and make it smooth. And that's why you cannot get proper interlocking, and that is the reason why proper does not develop, and that is the cause that we slip on the watery surfaces, because proper friction cannot get developed. Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Why do we slip on banana peels?
Pardon,
Can
Tarun?
Anyone hear me?
See,
Sir,
What the
why do
water
we slip?
comes
Hello?
step on it?
Yeah, we can hear you. Kongo.
Anyone hear me?
I'm
Why
not
do we slip
able to
on
hear him
banana
because of you all. Please keep quiet. Every other, please
So I'm
keep
not
quiet.
speaking at all. Sir.
Won't the water
Tarun.
compress when you step on it?
Water?
Like, won't the water compress? Like, it won't be like a solid fill in the spaces, right?
Not able to hear him. Can anyone explain what he's speaking?
Even I can't hear it, sir. Tell again, Ra.
Sir, look, when the water fills those gaps, it won't become a solid, it will still be liquid, right? So you can compress it a little when you step on it.
No. What
Come out
happens
of the
there, na? Yeah, that is there. That is why you can walk a little, but all of the water cannot be compressed out. So that is why when you press it harder on the water surface and you walk slowly, that's why you are able to walk. And
Or
when
you
you
slip
run,
and
you are not
fall.
able to press it. That's why you cannot completely evacuate the water. So in
Sir,
that
that's
case,
why I foam
you
6
just
times
slip.
a day in the bathroom, sir.
Is that why
should be
we are
careful.
not able to walk on
Sir,
water?
because there's always water.
Because you cannot provide the necessary friction now. It does not provide the necessary friction.
So,
Understood,
like,
everyone?
let's say, so let's say
Jesus
the
Write this
Christ
down.
physics.
First, write this down.
Drop in water.
yes, sir. So space slash vacuum is just a thin line where there are no bumps and for no friction to create, and our human body, which is a rough scale where the bumps are there. So as the vacuum is a very thin line and it cannot interlock with the bumps of the human surface,
No, there is no
that's
line.
why we continuously float.
Yes.
Uh,
Last line and
like-
last line.
Yeah.
Sir, I said because of the thin line
Why
of
just
the
say why last question? What was the last question? Why? After why I could not hear. Why?
is that why humans float in vacuum?
Yes.
See, vacuum is different thing. No air is there, na. No air is there. Nothing is there. Space means what? Nothing.
Yes, sir.
If something is moving, it will just move. It won't stop. And if something is at still, it cannot move on its own. Okay.
Then why are we not able to walk on why are we not
Why are we
able
not-
to walk on the moon but it still has like surface on it, a rough surface?
Cannot hear that. Can't hear that.
Even I
Write
can't
this,
hear.
whatever is there on the screen. Written, everyone. Draw this figure also.
This is why your hand, gets stuck. You have your hand on the water for a long
Yes,
time.
sir, written, sir.
Not able to hear you, Tarun. You come closer to the mic and then speak.
This is why your hands get like some sort of these kind of designs when you have your hand on the water for a long time. That it will give you more friction.
Yeah.
That is biology.
Okay. Done, everyone.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
but why does oil slip more than water, sir?
Oils are more kind of
Dense.
they require more compression to be evacuated out of the bumps. Water can
Sir,
be
but
easily evacuated out.
how does that matter with the bumps, sir? Like, or evaporation, how does that matter with the bumps?
Evaporation, Nora.
That is different thing. You're taking the things into different thing. Evaporation. I didn't speak the word evaporation. Evacuation. I said evacuation.
Okay, evacuation. So, okay.
Okay. I'll be keeping it here, and then we'll be doing the further things in the next class. Read it till here. Okay. Read it till here. Get your doubts,
sir.
solve questions, and then we'll be moving to the next class. Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Bye.
Thank you.